클로저스.一緒に踊る相手が必要かしら。それじゃ一緒に踊りましょう。プレゼントジョーカーロックンロープレゼント手加減なしよ。プレゼントプレゼントお物は小学まとめて一本おごるわ。グライショーダウングライショーダウン嬉しいわ。見切れるかしら。プレゼントシュートすぐ眠らせてあげる。シュートジョーカーこれはどう？プレゼントショーダウン同情するわ。この足に踏まれたい子はどこ？ショーダウンシュートジョーカーこれはどう？吹き荒れジョーカーどこ見てるのよ。手加減なしよ。プレゼントショーダウンヘイグライショータイムよ。ほらほら一杯おごるわ。ヘイお物は消毒よ。まとめて吹き飛べ。残念だけどお別れ。それじゃ一緒に踊りましょう。ショーダウンジョーカーどこ見てるの？見切れるかしら。同情するわ。吹き荒れろプレゼントこれはどこ見てるのよ。貫く手加減なしよ。早く嬉しいわ。プレゼント吹き荒れろシャルウィーザーヘイ私に全部委ねなさい。一杯おごるわ。すぐ眠らせてあげる。どこ見てるのよ。プレゼント手加減なしよ。ジエンドこの足に踏まれたい子はどこ？吹き荒れろジョーカーほらほら私に全部委ねなさい。ショーダウン目障りよ。吹き荒れろジョーカーすぐ眠らせてあげる。プレゼントグライショーダウン こんなんじゃ物足りないわ。어서 오십. 불편한 지령을 불편하신 점이 있다면 언제든 말씀해.
난 네 특이한 글로 나는 참 볼일 끝났으면 가라.
그래じゃ一緒に踊りましょう。プレゼントショーダウンジョーカープレゼントプレゼントまとめてくらい。ふうどこ見てるのよ。ほらほらプレゼント貫く一杯おごるわ。プレゼント手加減なしよ。見切れるかしら。はあロックンロールプレゼントシュートジョーカー手加減なしよ。くらいあえて嬉しいわ。くらいショーダウンまとめてほらほらシュート貫くはあロックンロール一杯おごるわ。ジョーカーほらほらはあはあプレゼント一杯おごるわ。ジョーカープレゼントプレゼント吹き荒れろ。どこ見てるのよ。いっけプレゼントプレゼントショータイムよ。シュートほらほらいっけこれはどう。吹き荒れろショータウン同情するわ。ジョーカー一杯おごるわ。すぐ眠らせてあげる。見切れるかしら。だらしないわね。もう終わり。今日は誰がご馳走してくれるのかしら。一杯おごるわ。私全部委ねなさい。こっちよ。くらいなしよ。どこ見てんのよ。くらい一杯おごるわ。ショーダウンじっほらほら貫く一杯おごるわ。すぐ眠らせてあげる。プレゼントプレゼントプレゼント。
Hey, what's up, Sage? How you doing today? Well, I have a kitty sitting shift in the afternoon, so spend it with the kitties. Play some Switch games with them and just chill. My neighbors' family, most of them are actually in town, and they're not like a big group of like 50 people, like all the stupid people still doing Thanksgiving this year, so they're going to their parents' house, I guess, or something. So I'm just gonna be chilling with the kitties. I don't have any family here besides my aunt, so I couldn't really do Thanksgiving even if all this virus crap wasn't going on anyway. But I have the kitties, they're like my second family. And the neighbor's house that I go to, they're like my second family too, so good.
手加減なしよ一杯おごるわショータイムよ見切れるかしら一杯おごるわ
I get pretty lonely during the holidays, so I'm glad I have at least
ジョーカー
something to do this year. Just hang out with the kiddies.
プレゼントシュートグレイほらほらシュートプレゼントどこ見てるのよいっけ同情するわ
That didn't kill?
シュートジョーカーこんなんじゃ物足りないわ
My parents are both divorced, and they live in a different state, so think about how much that complicates things. Even though they have a pretty friendly divorce, then it's also the fact that all this crap is going on. Just there wasn't a chance for me to even consider doing anything this year. Just gonna spend it with the kiddies, and then after I get off shift, I'll probably stream something. I get pretty lonely during the holidays, actually, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, something sold. Let's go check the auctions.
이곳에서도 여러분의
Sold.
서포터하겠습니다. 낡은 장비는 제가 손봐드리겠습니다.
Go ahead and switch off her for a bit, go back on Jay. Finish his stuff before I forget. He's pretty time-gated right now. He's got the best stuff he can have, but I've been kind of slacking on dailies. I've been waking up for the raid at like 8 a.m. for like the past week.
브리핑을 시작하겠습니다.
Past few days, I just haven't felt like doing it. I've been really tired and like just depressed, and I've just had random stress symptoms and stuff, so I'm like, I just really need to take it easy. Not do anything that's gonna piss me off or stress me out. I can't play Hyrule Warriors because the frame rate is booty, so that makes things a lot less complicated as well. I physically cannot play that game. The frame rate is so bad. So, just biding my time, just playing other stuff, just trying to relax. 'Cause my stress levels have been really high lately. The holidays are always kind of a rough time for me too, 'cause I don't get to see my parents. You know, my aunt died to the virus. I can't see my grandma, who's all alone. It's just not the greatest time for me. I just try to not think about it. This year, most people can't really do anything anyway, so I feel a little better than I normally do this time of year.
俺の拳を食らえ
What's up, Lightside?
セカンドチェイブラウンショット
I thought about trying to play Hyrule Warriors today, but
覚悟しろミッドブレイク
the motion sickness from that is like mostly gone away, so I don't want to risk it. I actually felt pretty good today, not playing that damn game. I need to watch it. Physically and mentally, I've been really stressed out. I'm just bummed I'm stuck with that game. I could sure use that money right now. So many sales going on right now, and I'm flat broke until the first when Patreon comes in. Pretty damn annoyed. I'm stuck with a game I can't play because it runs like garbage. PowerPoint presentation game. What's up, Claymore?
セカンドチェインラウンショット覚悟しろ見切れまいせっオラオラオラオラド派手に行くぞ
So you've been playing a lot of Neo 2 on your stream
セカ
lately.
ンドチェイン
I need to start playing that again for the DLC, but I think I actually already cleared enough missions to just go straight to the next difficulty, so I haven't really felt too inclined to. If the next DLC is anywhere as good as the last one, the one that's currently out, then the gear is just gonna get even better. I think they got the gear to a really good spot in that last DLC.
이제 쉬어도 되는 건가?
Definitely better than some other stuff I played, like Godfall and Avengers. Both of those games have below average gear. Godfall has better gear than Avengers, but that game just has the shittiest bosses. Bosses are garbage, and they do everything in their power to actively prevent you from interacting with them by just spamming projectiles and stupid shit like that. Pretty disappointed. I thought I was gonna like that game. The combat is just too stiff, and the bosses are just designed to piss you off and make it so that you have to stand around and wait. They keep saying it's a fast-paced, aggressive melee looter game, and it's not. How is it fast-paced when, like, almost every boss in that game has the ability to just put fire on the ground, and then they literally just stand there and wait. You can't hit them because the damage over time is, like, excessive. Fast-paced my ass. If you're gonna put that crap in your game, you can't call it fast-paced. I've kind of been waiting for them to make the bosses actually fun to fight before I go back to that. I didn't mind the gameplay loop. I mean, it has... People keep comparing it to, like, Monster Hunter and stuff, which has been around for, like, almost 20 years. Obviously, it's not going to have that much content right out the gate. It has a new IP, but... the problem is that what's currently there is not fun to fight. Now, if you only have 5 bosses in your game and, like, only 2 of them actually play by the rules of the gameplay mechanics, then I think that's a pretty damn big problem, if you ask me. The humanoid bosses are fine. It's all the big monsters that suck to fight. And their whole moveset is just designed around wasting your time. You actually can't engage them. You don't need to finish Stream of the Wise. They're gonna nerf the completion requirement. If you have like 4 regions done, then that's all you need to do. Since it's coming out in like 2 weeks, it's up to you if you want to finish it or just wait. I hope they add stuff like parry disabled back in. I think that's what that game is really missing. It's really annoying fighting the humanoid bosses and how they just arbitrarily parry everything you do. You no longer have a way to really deal with that anymore.
이 벽도 이제 쉬어도 되는 건가?
You can send it to me. Sure. Could use a laugh right now. Go get these really quick.
マルチャーズは永久に不滅ですぞ。この道を行けば
I probably would. You have a pretty good sense of humor. Rid of some of this fucking garbo in here. Got my gear for Harpy already. I just need to wait to transfer it over. I just need to upgrade it. I actually made some pretty good progress today on this off camera. Oh. Yeah, I'm not into the whole lolly thing. I can't stand lollies. I think they're really damn obnoxious. I don't understand the appeal. This game has cool character design when it wants to, but they keep adding lollies because the dudes that play this game like that stuff. So they keep adding them. The next character is supposed to be a male who uses gun kata. So, pretty damn excited for that. That's my kind of shit right there. I'm all about that. All the lollies, the little girls and stuff in this game, no thanks. Hard pass. We have a chick that uses tonfas in this, but she's like a teenager. Like, thanks, man. You can do better than that. We have a literal kid in this game, and it's like so obvious, like generic moe blob lolly, but it's like she's like 13 or something, and it really creeps me out. I don't know, some of the people that play these games are real weird. Just like in PSO2, all the guys that play as like little 2-foot tall lollies. Actually, Dyrus, he was a League of Legends streamer, and he was playing PSO2, and some guy stream sniped him and posted porn symbol arts right next to him, so he couldn't censor it. He's like, wow, you guys need to grow up. Seriously? Just because you're into that weird stuff doesn't mean that everybody else is. You don't need to shove it down people's throats, like, come on now. I heard that happened. I don't think I actually saw it myself, but I'm positive it's true. I heard a lot of people talking about that. Yeah, if you play PSO2, you have to turn off the symbol arts, because there's a lot of weirdos that play that game. They'll just post like softcore hentai and symbol arts because they think it's cute or whatever. Yeah, when I was playing that game, I had all the symbol arts disabled so that people couldn't do that. You get like real hardcore weebs playing that game, like mega weebs playing that game, and they think that everybody has the same weird interest that they do. It's like most people don't. But they need to assert their dominance. Here's some lolly with their mouth open while you're streaming the game to like 10,000 people. I'm just gonna stream snipe this guy and just post the symbol art of the lolly with their mouth open. Great job.
マッハパンチ
ガタが来る前に終わらせる。
覚悟しろ。セカンドチェイン覚悟しろ。
Senran Kagura is shit anyway.
ガタが
Bad
来る前に
games.
終わらせるかな。
青春よカルバー
I find it funny that they can't even make them anymore because of the censorship of Sony. So like, if a Senran Kagura game was to come out again, that one that they were working on would be like
終わらせるかな。
Nintendo exclusive. Which, somebody who's been gaming since the NES, it's just really weird for me. Nintendo used to be like super draconic about
派手に行くぞ
censorship and stuff.
派手に行くぞ好きだ
ガタが来る前に終わらせるかな。
Like Mortal Kombat got the blood changed to sweat. So all kinds of weird censorship and stuff like that that wasn't on the Genesis. And now like the people that make Senran Kagura, they said that they, because of the censorship on Sony, that they basically could not make the game anymore. It's like, why don't you just make a normal action game without all the shit fan service? Make the gameplay better. Would probably be more marketable instead of just trying to harvest money off hardcore weebs. Like, actually deliver something gameplay-wise instead of just softcore hentai. What do I know, though? I'm flat broke. Those guys are making millions. So, clearly I'm in the wrong. I just find it ironic that the next Senran Kagura game will likely be Switch exclusive. Which is a far cry from how it was, like, 25 years ago. You couldn't have, like, any blood in the games. You couldn't have, anything resembling religion at all. Not just, like, American religions like Christianity and being Jewish and stuff, but, like, just any religion at all. All that stuff had to be cut out. The game had to be squeaky clean to be on a Nintendo platform. And now they're talking about how Senran Kagura is only going to be on Nintendo. I don't know, that's just mind-boggling to me. It's very close to what's actually going to happen. Definitely one of the fucked up things that's happened this year. They're not now, but they used to be. I remember all the boomers getting upset over Mortal Kombat when I was a kid. It's like, dude, you guys show worse stuff on the news than that game. There's like... News is nothing but horrible things happening all the time. You guys are worried about a video game with like tiny digitized sprites. How it's gonna corrupt the youth. It's like, dude, all you guys talk about on the news is horrible, depressing things every day, non-stop. This whole channel's about nothing but that, and you guys are fucking worried about Mortal Kombat. Ironically, there's like nothing about that now that time has passed. Mortal Kombat is like legit disgusting to watch because it's so realistic now, but back then, I always thought it was kind of laughable how much they cared. I mean, like, he'd punch a guy and then he would explode, and he'd have like 4 skulls and 10 rib cages. Even as a kid, I found it hilarious. It wasn't disgusting or like corrupting me or anything. And then like the last couple Mortal Kombat games have been like really disgusting, like really nasty, hardcore gore. No one seems to care anymore. like that's fine, but like the first Mortal Kombat game was like making headlines, like boomers watching news and stuff. Mortal Kombat is just straight gore now.
十分気をつけて探査を進行して。十分気をつけて探査を進行。
It always has been, but now that the graphics are more realistic, those games are like legit disgusting. I can't. I'm pretty squeamish. I don't like games with excessive gore. The Mortal Kombat is like, it's way too realistic now. I can't watch that game. It's legit disgusting to watch. But I find it ironic that like no one talks about that now, and like back in those days it was like super crazy. Rumors getting triggered over that game. Now it's just like whatever. Even though it's way worse now than it was back then by like order of magnitude. They don't care anymore. Oh wow, plus 13. Oh yeah. That's done. Sick. Yeah. See if I can find another plus 10 booster. Harpy's gear is almost done. Pretty much all of it done today. I'm shocked. Let's see, how do I get another plus 10? Back then, it wasn't so disgusting to watch. Now it's just straight up gore porn. Alright, good. I got some contribution, which is what I'm gonna need to transfer all this all over to Harpy. How much do I have right now? About 5,000 points away, so probably another week. See if I've got any plus 10s on anybody else. Get this done now, and then all I have to do is just wait a couple days. They're probably gonna have one on the what's it called? The Black Friday sale, which is gonna go until the 3rd, so when I get paid, I can grab that shit. See, does she have any? I need a plus 10 right now. Yeah, there was talk about the Mortal Kombat 11, like, straight up traumatizing people because of all the horrible stuff they had to look at to make those fatalities. There was a lot of talk about that. Like the human cost of making your game so disgusting and gory. I don't think anybody else has to go to that length other than the Mortal Kombat people. Also how the studio just like crunches them to death. That's the other thing too. Oh wow, I think I can use these actually. Let me see. He's got a bunch of old ass items. Let's see, what's up, Masamune? Oh yeah, I could make 7 of them.
私大変だと思うけど、また会えて嬉しいよ。私も頑張るから、あなたも頑張って。
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm just relaxing. Just working on some gear. Working on an alt right now. Getting an alt ready. I think by this time next week, I should be able to do it. That's the plan anyway.
好み星名です。
Just trying to get all this shit done now.
です。
Okay, this one needs to go.
一緒に探査で。また会えて嬉しいです。またね。
Yeah, it's working on a disgusting game like that for several hours a day. That's what's really fucking with the development team. Like looking at like dark web shit or whatever. Gonna go up to 14 for me? No? Please? No go back no going back down to 9. Go up to 13 or 14. Getting trolled hard right now. Not gonna put out for me, huh? Fuck. Shit's rigged. Oh well, it's mostly done. Still got a week to work on it.
何か私に手伝
I get the contribution points. Let's put this shit back in here. The weapon's done, which is nice. Just need to get these up to plus 13. Could probably cash for those. Probably just get them off the cash shop. These down at the bottom. It's all Harpy's gear right there.
またね。
I like that meme you sent me. Sage, that's good stuff. Everybody wants God Ning's sword to come back. I'm like, why? That moveset was boring. People just have a hard-on for the Musou, and the Musou is boring too. It's just running in place. Like, what's exciting about that? God Ning has definitely played like musical chairs with his movesets though. He's changed his moveset so much. I can see how people would want it to come back. People want Joyu's sword to come back too. It's like, why? Bow staff is cooler. I want my Tonfa's back, damn it. Sunsei is stuck with that bunk-ass pizza cutter instead of his Tonfa's. And that moveset's ass too, that's what makes it worse. That moveset is like one of the worst, and he's stuck with it. Hey, thanks, Sage. You've been a good friend to me lately, so thank you. You're a good person.
부탁받은 이상
I appreciate your company.
지금은
피곤하고 눈 좀 붙이고 싶은데.
シュートジョークすぐ眠らせてあげる全部委ねなさいプレゼントできれるかしらはぁトライプレゼント吹き荒れろジョークショータイムよ残念だけどお別れ
사냥터 상황 여러분 잘 부탁.
그럼
조심해서 다녀오세요.
Ah, I picked the wrong difficulty. Damn it.
今日は誰がご馳走してくれるのかしら
Rage quit. Not gonna get credit for the quest. Wow, 2Js. Got some bros here. 2Js and a Soma. Holy shit, this Soma's fucking stacked. Damn. Plus 17 Atropos core. This person has put a ton of money into this game. Check out these J's. This guy's around my power level, actually. I'm actually a little bit stronger than him. The wings kill it, man. I'm sorry. Those lame-ass wings kill it. He looks pretty cool otherwise, but... just generic-ass, maxed-out character MMO wings kill it.
それじゃ一緒に踊りましょう
You do you, though. I'm not a fan of that stuff.
ジョーク私全部委ねなさいショーダウン目障りよはい吹き荒れろお物は消毒まとめて吹き飛べすぐ眠らせてあげるはいグライショーダウンほらほらジョーカー一杯おごるわどこ見てるのよはぁはぁはぁ貫く一杯おごるわ見切れるかしらこれはどう私に全部委ねなさい吹き荒れろはっプレゼントブレア手加減なしよグライ
Yeah, but no one does it. No one plays it.
こっちよ
Because these games have peer-to-peer delay-based netcode, which means that they're just as awful to play as Japanese fighting games that don't have rollback, but no one plays it. I remember back when they brought back DFO, they tried to make events to force people to play, and no one still wanted to do it. At least in this game, they don't shove it down your throat. They tried to get the Western audience into PvP, and no one wants to touch it. The netcode is booty. Same thing with the other game I play, King of Fighters All-Star. They like straight up removed the ability to PvP. They removed the championship for like 2 months. Say that they were going to improve and it comes back and the netcode's still shit. So no one plays it. It's like, why even have it at all? But people really love the PvP in that game for some reason. I don't understand why. There is some semblance of strategy to it. I'm not gonna act like it doesn't have any strategy to it, but at the end of the day, whoever spends the most money, whoever has the most broken characters will win. Even if you can win by skill, the netcode is so awful that a lot of times you're just gonna die by proxy of it being so damn laggy. I don't bother with it at all. They took out the rewards from doing it, so I have no reason to touch it. If I wanted to play a game with shit netcode, at least I could just play like a Japanese fighting game and not have to worry about somebody spending like $10,000 on the game and one-shotting me, or having some broken character or something. So pick your poison kind of thing. The netcode is gonna suck. I would at least rather have a level playing field than something like KOF where you can just get any amount of random bullshit. That would probably be pretty good at it too, but I can't stand playing games with bad netcode. That's why I don't play Dragon Ball FighterZ. I tried playing that game, but pacing was just so bad and the netcode was worse. It's actively frustrating to play. It's funny, I watched some of the Korean KOF All-Star players play the PvP, and like half the time it's always it's lagging to the point where the game just freezes. Like, why you guys subject yourself to this? PvP's kind of messed up in that game too, because they keep adding like unbeatable endgame bosses. But at least it doesn't lag. I mean, want to torture yourself spending infinite money on content that you can't finish, no matter how much money you spend. And you know, you can do that. That's kind of why I've been playing this game as my service game. This game is actually pretty generous for a Korean MMO. All your best in slot gears is guaranteed as long as you keep playing. They time gate the shit out of it, but I'll take that over just pure RNG. And they've only made it better since I quit too, so I wasn't playing this for like a year. I came back when they relaunched. I like how when they launched Warriors Orochi 4, they none of the Dynasty Warriors characters they couldn't proc elements on any of their EX attacks. So the EX attacks were literally just for show. Because in Warriors Orochi games, all your damage comes from element procs. And it took them like 2 or 3 months to fix that. The Dynasty Warriors characters were shit to use. Even though their movesets are way more interesting than the Samurai Warriors characters. From a gameplay standpoint, they were terrible to use. Because the EX attacks were supposed to be their main distinguishing feature over the Samurai Warriors cast. But it didn't proc elements, so it did like literal pixels of damage. And some characters had EX attacks that you could use for utility to like start attack combo or something, but damage-wise, they were all completely useless. I don't know how the hell they got the game to like launch state without realizing it's kind of a problem. Samurai Warriors characters are mad boring to play. Their movesets are way older at this point.
ジョーカーグレイはっ吹き荒れろ手加減なしよどこからよ貫くプレゼントはっ一杯おごるわプレゼントグレイどこに来るのよいっけはっ手加減なしよ同情するわ一杯おごるわほらほらプレゼントどこに来るのよはっショータイムよ吹き荒れろプレゼントショータイム
Aggie is nice, but it doesn't. It's kind of a band-aid fix to the fact that their movesets are so old at this point. They're decrepit and old and just not that fun to play. Also, Warriors Orochi 4 does not have the Spirit of Sanada characters for whatever random reason. They never even gave a reason why they were not in there. They just said, oh, they're not included. It's like, well, why not? Warriors Orochi is all about recycling assets anyway. It can't possibly cost that much development time to make, like, one new move for them. Literally one new move. And get the voice actors back to say a few lines. But according to them, it does. That's, like, the biggest glaring flaw. Why the hell is, like, Sasuke and the other people not in there? Just, like, gone randomly. Pretty bullshit if you ask me. Say it's supposed to be Dynasty Warriors 8 and Samurai Warriors 4 and then just arbitrarily not have those characters there. I like Warriors Orochi 4's gameplay, but everything else about it is a fucking mess. The campaign in that game is like water torture to get through. I don't get why they designed the game to be so fast, let you cancel anything into anything, give you way more fluidity and responsiveness in your moveset than ever before, with even like the power classes having guard cancels and stuff. But then you design the levels so that everything stops you from doing anything. You always get stuck just humping a door waiting for the characters to shut the fuck up and let you play. That's what I really despise about that game. I like playing it. I think the combat system is the most flexible it's ever been, but actually playing the game is torturous. It's like, dude, I don't care what Orochi's doing. Will you let me play the damn game and shut up? I remember getting really annoyed trying to get some of the weapons before I realized that they were useless. And like, if you fuck up, you gotta stand at the door for like, I think I counted one message lag cutscene was like, it was like over 90 seconds. Come on now, get with the times. Oh wow, this is worth 47 million. Good. How much is this actually going for? 33. Cool, 33 mil just for playing is not bad. Yeah, the pacing in that game is dreadful. I like that they added the infinite mode, but then they kind of fucked that up too, because a lot of the objectives they want you to do are just a drag. Like having to get the portals and stuff. Like, miss me with that shit. Just let me go fast as I want. Any fuels in here? Yeah, the pacing in Warriors Orochi is, it's tragic. It's really bad. I used to think it was bad before, but Warriors Orochi 4 takes the cake for, like, the most abysmal pacing. But video games these days don't respect the, they don't respect the player's time. They try to waste as much of your time as possible. They want you to keep playing so that you'll buy the DLC or whatever. How much can I sell those treatments for?
어서 오십시오.
What's up, Miles? I don't mind grinding. I play some grindy ass games, but the gameplay loop needs to actually work.
또 들려주십시오.
There's been a lot of stuff that's come out that's mostly from Western studios that's tried to like have a grindy game, but the gameplay loop is messed up because either the loot sucks or loot sucks like Avengers, or it's like Godfall where all the bosses are a total buzzkill to fight. They're not fun to fight, and you spend most of your time just standing there and waiting because they put damage over time on the ground. So you're just standing there. That kind of stuff needs to
어서
go.
오십시오.
I was pretty excited for Godfall, but I had a hunch that it wasn't going to be as good as they said. They put out a patch like yesterday, but it didn't really do much. Bosses are still like could be used for like a sanity test or something. Just lock someone in a room and make them fight those bosses for like 10 hours and see how what their mental state is when they leave. There's a boss in that game that both has the shield, the overshield that it has more health than a lot of the other bosses have normally. And then it also does the damage over time fire, so you can't hit it because it's a melee-based game. And then on top of that, it can like spam fire. It can spam like fire rain that you can barely avoid. So you spend so much time literally doing nothing, just standing there and waiting. It's like, have you guys ever like, you know, Japan has been getting bosses right for like 35 years. You think you would like learn from them. You don't have to straight copy them, but like learn from them. Like how to make an actual good boss fight that doesn't make people want to just uninstall the game. Then you have all the people on the Reddit, they're like, get good. It's like, it's obvious that it's doable. It's not like the bosses are impossible. It's just that they're not fun. When you're not even engaging with them because they literally just prevent you from fighting them. That's not fun, and that's the problem. No one in their right mind is saying those bosses are impossible to beat. It's just, they're not fun. And for a game that only has like 5 bosses, and like 2 of them aren't so agonizing to fight, that's a problem. I would say Ling Tong, but he has a tendency to have really shitty movesets. They can't ever let him have one good moveset. That man's had some fucking terrible movesets over the years. The one he has in Dynasty Warriors 9 is decent, but the one he had in Dynasty Warriors 8 was shit. That's like one of the worst movesets he's ever had. He was better as a clone. Warriors Orochi 3, he had that really cool acrobatic moveset. But then in Warriors Orochi 4, they gave him that shitty one from Dynasty Warriors 8, which is like, has like one good move. That moveset's like barely functional. Really bad.
タンさんがん
I can't give that man just good moveset and just stick with it. How much they recycle stuff. They keep giving him different movesets and they just get like progressively worse. The one he has in 9 is, it's not bad. It's not like his best one, but that guy's been put through hell over the years. Every time he gets a good moveset, he either gets cloned again or they give him some shit one like the one in 8. The moves take like a fiscal year to come out, even when you have like max agility on the weapon. Like his C6 like barely works. I'm gonna have to. How much are fuels? When I get paid, how much are fuels right now? Let me see. Probably just brute force that shit. They've got this, but apparently it's a scam box. Apparently you just get a bunch of junk. A lot of this you'd like barely break even. You could spend $10 on somewhere else in the cash shop and make a profit. With this, it's like it's heavily weighted towards this stuff. It probably has like a 0.10% chance of dropping. If you got this, you'd make some decent money. Not about to do that though. There's supposed to be more stuff throughout the next few days, so I'm hoping they'll have something good in there. Which is good because, barring donations, I'm broke till the 1st. So by the time that I get paid, I can grab that stuff. Oh, there's actually a plus 13 here. Huh. Well, that would be the best thing to buy, actually. Just grab that. That way I could fix up the other gear. Yeah, you can only buy that once, so that's perfect. I'll drop 20 bucks on this when I can. I'm gonna finish up Contribution and either go to bed or I might try out a new game. I have some stuff I installed. Wanted to try.
さっさと終わらせるぞ
I don't have to be up in the morning, but in the afternoon I have to go do my kitty sitting job. So they're gonna be gone for Thanksgiving.
覚悟しろセカンドチェイン
나는 신세계의 문을 연 자. 너희의 죄를 기억해라. 이것이 정의다.
セカンドチェインセットマッハパンチゴールデンエイジ
Poor David, man. This guy used to be like the ultimate endgame boss, and now he gets killed in a cutscene.
セカンドチェインブラウンショットド派手に行くぞ
심판의 시간.
I skipped his big attack. I did so much damage.
ド派手に行くぞセカンドチェイン俺の拳を見ろ
Get wrecked, son. Guy's just a punching bag now. Used to be like the ultimate boss. He spends more time in cutscenes than he does fighting.
Yay!
1 minute and 44 seconds. Almost all of that was cutscenes. But I need that contribution, so I'll suffer through it.
さて、やるとしますか。
So I can get Harpy. Skip all the progression on Harpy.
이제 새로운 세계가 열릴 거라.
I like some Samurai Warriors characters, it's just I'm tired of their movesets. They've had them for so long, they're just boring.
見切れまい。ゴールデンエイジ。お派手に行くぞ。
심판을 내리러 내가 왔노라. 너희의 죄를 기억해라.
Yeah, this guy is a generic, like, maxed out whale MMO character.
참수형.
Pretty much.
お派手に行くぞ。パンチ。オラオラオラオラ。
Except he was endgame content like 3 years ago, so now he's just power creeped.
심판자의 분노에 삼켜져라.
So now he's stuck in a perpetual limbo of just cutscenes and then getting killed instantly.
急がないと通販が届いちゃう。
너희의 죄를 기억해라.
He turned invincible.
お派手に行くぞ。
목숨을
お派手に行くぞ。
바쳐라.
パンチ。
자,
It's just immediately into next phase. He can't even like attack. The only attacks he can get off are the ones that make him invisible.
クラウンショット。
Invincible.
見せてやるか。
나를 거부하느냐.
お派手に行くぞ。こいつで決めるぞ。
Get wrecked, son. Give me those contribution points.
진정한 죄인은
Only reason to fight him anymore.
나였다.
Can you die faster, please? Thank you. Used to be a big deal to like be able to solo him, and now it's just like takes no effort. $50 contribution, so do this for the next couple days. I'll be able to transfer all that stuff over to Harpy, which is the goal. I'm very close. I think I have like 5,000 points left. Yeah, exactly 5,000. Alright, I guess I'll do Hoffman next. Just do Hoffman on easy. Wolfgang's legit annoying to fight. Hoffman's pretty easy. Still kill you sometimes with the gimmicks, but
さっさと終わらせ
he
るぞ。
doesn't have as many cutscenes.
실험을 시작하자.
クラウンショット。中パンチ。オラオラオラオラ。見切れまい。覚悟しろ。見切れまい。俺の拳を食らえ。
Next phase any second now.
拳を食らえ。お派手に行くぞ。まとめて突っ込め。
기초화학 시간이다.
覚悟しろ。急がないと通販が届いちまう。行くぞ。お派手に行くぞ。見切れまい。オラオラオラオラ。
좀 더 보여줘봐.
覚悟しろ。覚悟しろ。ゴールデンエイジ。
민지를 탐구해보자고.
邪魔だ。お派手に行くぞ。覚悟しろ。オラオラオラオラ。手加減なしだ。
Fuck. Coco.
まだまだ諦めちゃいないぜ。
He's gonna go in PMS mode.
覚悟しろマッハパンチオラオラオラオラ止めだド派手に行くぞアーミットブレイクおっとセカンドチェイン俺の拳を
I get rider kick, son.
네, 이론의 허점이 있다고.
예이 急がないと通販が届いちまう
자, 클로저가 실험을 시작하자. 재미있군.
ド派手に行くぞ俺の拳を食らえセカンドチェイン俺の拳を食らえド派手に行くぞ青春よカルタ
He's already in his second phase.
急がないと通販
Let's just put him straight to his third phase.
니즈를 탐구해보자고.
세컨드 체인
Good job going back to the area I'm in. So you take like 300 million damage. Good job. Final phase. Gonna do it? Well, there he goes. Nice, clean fight.
네, 이론의 허점이 있다고.
Alright, that's done.
이겼고 이제 쉬어도
141, not bad. Could have got a little faster if I chased him, but the hitbox and the laser walls he generates are like really janky. Sometimes it's hard to get over there. If you have other people, generally one of them will be close to him and they can get over there and do some extra damage, but when you're by yourself, it's not worth chasing him. It's better to just wait. Alright, let's go beat up the lolly. Be funny if I got a dimensional box from doing this. Like, hell yeah, and then I would have two of them. And I could
急がないと通販が届いちまう
buff up another character. Come on, lolly. Garbage lolly. Sounds like the cats I take care of when they're hungry. Please don't soft lock. No soft lock. Did it seriously soft lock? It soft locked. Fucking A, man. This is the second time that's happened this week. Yeah, it's soft locked. I can't. Oh, wait. Wait. Hold on. Come on. Okay, good. Thought it was soft locked. This game is not considerate like KOF. It takes your attempt away if you get soft locked or something, or your power goes out. KOF only takes your attempt away if you actually clear it.
セカンドチェイクソくそ言い切れない覚悟しろ俺の拳を食らえ言い切れない覚悟しろ消えろセカンドチェイクラウンショットおめだ覚悟しろ俺の拳を食らえオラオラ
I heard Dynasty Warriors 9 runs at like a mostly lock 60.
急がないと通販が届いちまう。行くぞ。
覚悟しろ。マッハパンチ精神よ。カルタ。いつで決めるぞ。セカンドチェイン。これで終わりだ。覚悟しろ。オラオラオラオラ。セカンドチェイン。ラウンショット。精神よカルタ覚悟しろいつで決めるぞセカンドチェイン俺の拳を食らえ覚悟しろオラオラオラオラマッハパンチ
急がないと通販が届いちまう。行くぞ。
Ever since I upgraded my computer back in the summer, I can play that game at 60 FPS locked. It's just a really poorly optimized game. If I try to put it anywhere above 1080p, it tanks. Like, the resource usage in that game is really fucked up. But I don't really care at this point, because I got tired of the community. Every time I play that game, there's always random douchebags coming out that have a massive hate boner for it. They hate the game with every ounce of their being and still watch like 800 hours of it a day. I got really tired of dealing with them, so... Last time I played it on the channel was when I got an i7, when I did my upgrade back in the summer, just to test it. Surprisingly, those random people didn't show up. Can't play that game for more than like 2 minutes before they just appear. Or like trolls under a bridge. I even got called out for it on Reddit because I said that Hyrule Warriors made me physically sick. And so some random nobody said, like, this coming from someone who played a lot of Dynasty Warriors 9, I'm like, did you not watch the videos? I made a lot of compromises to get that game to run at mostly 60 FPS on my computer. It was nowhere near as bad as it was on console. Not by a long shot. Alright, let me see, what else I want to feel like doing. Alright, I'm gonna do Vitus and, Harpus.
「急がないと通販が届いちまう。行くぞ。
he's already going into this. That's way faster. Pretty much just does his low health attack and then he just dies.
이겼군. 이제 쉬어도 되는 건가?
Easy 50, actually 60 contribution. At least I think this is counting. I'm not sure. I'll find out after this.
行くぞ。
ド派手に行くぞ。俺の拳を食らえ。セカンドチェイン。俺の拳を食らえ。
Oh wow, I skipped it. I skipped a space. Nice. Speedrun strats.
이겼군. 이제 쉬어도
Well,
되는
I was not so lucky with Dynasty Warriors 9. I just got a bunch of subhuman garbage watching my stuff. It was really draining for me to deal with. I felt like I had to bear the burden of the game not being good, like it's my fault, like I made the game. Doing this can be a thankless job sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. It can be really frustrating. Just how I don't expect people to worship me or anything, but just treat me like a human. Don't put all the blame on me, because I pointed out that the game had some good aspects. And people calling me shills and stuff. Fuck off. I've never been paid to play anything on here. So got really tired of hearing that after a while. The other communities I service on here are way nicer to me than So community. More mature in some ways too. A lot of ways actually. Especially the Neo community. People who play that game are like surprisingly nice, which you wouldn't expect because it's like a hardcore video game, so you generally get all the people that want to brandish their e-penises and stuff. But for whatever reason, that game has a really nice community.
決まった。
It's not like I don't still play Muso games, it's just that I just hide the comments from people that are just trying to mess with my psyche. I don't deserve that. No one deserves all the shit that was flung at me for playing Dynasty Warriors 9. I used to humor people, and, you know, they were calling me lazy and saying they were big fans and saying all this berating stuff about me. It's like, if you're a big fan, you would not be saying that. Also, you're taking my opinion of a video game way too seriously. Does it really matter what I think? I was actually relatively positive about the game for what it's worth. I had things I hated about it, but I recognized that it wasn't a complete piece of shovelware, like people make it out to be. It's not. There's some really cool things about that game.
이겼군. 이제 쉬어도 되는 건가?
Alright. I think that's most of the contribution I can do. I don't feel like doing Contamination Hell right now. It's already midnight. I can do that in the morning. If I wake up for the raid, which I've been kind of slacking on lately because I've been really tired and stressed out. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have left that I can do solo. Yeah, this is what I'm saving up for right here. Need 30k points and I've got just under 5,000 to go. Wonder if there's any in here I can grab. If I can get more contribution, that would be nice. See if any of my other characters have some. Yeah, I just ignore people and just block them now. I definitely do not make enough money to get beat up like that. I don't deserve to be treated like garbage just because they don't like the games. I had to just kind of put my foot down and decide these people are not even worth humoring. They can fuck off for all I care. Okay, so this is gonna reset tomorrow actually, so that's 450. Let's see. $450 from that, and then 300 from this. That's going to be close to another 1,000. So yeah, in about a week, should be able to finish this. Not bad, not bad. Alright, well, I think I'm done on here for now. That's the extent of what I can do for the most part. Worry about raids later. It's late. Yeah, I got accused of being paid too, and it's like I've never been paid for anything on this channel. I have never been paid to do anything on this channel at all. And it really annoys me that people think that I do. I had one sponsored deal, and those people did not even pay me like they said. They lied to me and wasted my time. That was the one time I had a sponsored deal, and they didn't put up their part of the deal, so... yeah. Other than that, I fund all this through you guys, pretty much. People that donate, people that just watch the videos, and the people that do Patreon. That's because people don't know how content creation actually works. They think that just because you get something for free, you're being paid to play it. When actually, it's usually the opposite. You don't get jack shit for getting a game early. Getting it for free. It's the only money you get is from working hard at it, making content that people actually want to watch, and getting it out fast while the game is still relevant. People are still looking for stuff. That's the only way you make money. You don't get money just by getting a game for free. That's like the top 1% of content creators. People that can pull like thousands of viewers just staring at a camera kind of people. Not people like me. But as a content creator, you get a lot of hate on you just because you're a content creator, because they think that it's everybody who does this is a millionaire. They have really immature and misguided perception of what entails being a content creator. Most people are not rich. Most people barely scrape by like I do. There definitely are people that could do it full time, but it's still a lot of work to get to that point. And if you're like me and you're solo, you know, I don't have a consistent graphic artist at the moment. I don't have anybody editing my stuff for me. I do everything by myself. It's really hard work. But you can get a lot of hate flung at you just for being a content creator, because they think that it's easy to do and you just make tons of money. And definitely are people that make tons of money, but it's kind of like people who don't live paycheck to paycheck right now. You know, it's like the 1% are the ones that don't. People don't bother to do their research. They're too closed-minded to actually think about what they're saying. Especially to people like me, I barely scrape by. I have like $3 on my debit card right now. I'm not by any means rich. If I was, then I would not have to ask for donations all the time. I don't know, it just really got under my skin. It's like, I just started blocking those people. It's just like, fuck off. I wish I was getting paid to play these games. I wish it was more financially stable. and I didn't have to ask for help all the time, but it doesn't. So for them to say I was a shill for the game is like incredibly stupid. I think I'll feel like playing one more game, and then I'm gonna go night night. Tomorrow I'm not. Today I'm not really doing much of anything. I'm gonna hang out with the kiddies. I don't have money to even really get a dinner for myself or anything, so just gonna make something in the microwave, go hang out with them. That's gonna be the extent of what I do today. I've got some stuff I can microwave. I'll be fine. What do I feel like playing? Close out the night. Made some pretty good progress on closers today. That was actually pretty productive night on that game. I got pretty much all of Harpy's gear done. I just need to upgrade more stuff. But that will come with time, and they're doing a couple Black Friday deals up through the 3rd, so by the time I get paid, I can probably pop some of those. Right now, I can't do. Happy Thanksgiving, Masamune. Best wishes to you and your kids. Trying to figure out what I feel like playing. I did say I was going to play one more game, but I'm kind of legit tired right now. Thinking what I feel like playing. So I just did like 4 hours of closers. Yeah, people think content creators are all like wiping their ass with $100 bills. It's like most of us aren't. Sponsorship deals are very rare. Review keys are a completely different thing from sponsorships. The only similarity is that you get the game for free, but actually being sponsored and paid to play them is like much for only the top of the food chain. Nobody else really gets that kind of deal. Like I said, I had that one opportunity, and those guys basically scammed me and didn't pay me anything. So, other than that, I've never been sponsored to pay anything, play anything. Shower in pennies, yeah. I don't know if I even want to play Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires. There's a couple reasons for that. The first is that I've never had any interest in the Empires games. I think they're like this weird, like, Muso and strategy game hybrid, but they don't excel at either elements. It's like if you just want to play like a strategy game in the Three Kingdoms era, if you have the Romance of the Three Kingdoms games, and I think the Shogun Total War people put out one too. If you just want that, you can play those games. And if you just want the Muso combat and the gameplay, then just play the vanilla version of the game. I've never really seen much of the appeal of them. But I'm not really a person that puts a lot of weight into being able to create their own character. I'm not really into that kind of stuff. I can see how that's enough for some people, but for me, those games, the Empires games, don't really interest me. So far, they haven't shown any indication that sorry, that anybody's going to get decloned. That would be the one thing I'd want to check out, is the new movesets. Because the DLC movesets they made for Dynasty Warriors 9 were actually pretty good. But the core Empire's gameplay at all, it's just straight up does not interest me whatsoever. And then all those freaking random assholes with a hate boner for Dynasty Warriors 9 are going to come back. It's the combination of those two things that makes me just like really not care. I'm sure I would probably harvest some fun out of it, but just the risk of bringing all those people back is like, I don't want to deal with that again. I've blocked most of them from my channel, but I'm sure more will just appear. Because they, like, asexually reproduce or something. I had to bear that burden for long enough. I don't know if I feel like doing it again.
また面倒な連中が来たものです。
これは
これより模擬戦を開始する。各員の健闘を祈る。お前の活躍楽しみにしているよ。
そう簡単には負けないぞ。俺だって高野団の一員だから。俺だってやるときはやるよ。
頼みます、精霊さんたち。それ
勇気を振り絞るんだ。嘘、強すぎでしょ。
お前ならそれぐらい当然だな。真打ち登場だぜ。俺様が軽くひねってやるよ。高野団にコルカスありって知らねえのか。精霊さんたちおい、やべえぞ。精霊さんたちトラックまあだな。いい働きだ。
The Empire's games are an acquired taste for sure. If you're really into like role-playing or just like making your own character, they're really fun, but like I said, if you want either straight strategy, management and stuff, management sims, or just raw Musou gameplay like what I'm playing right now, then there's much better games out there that focus on just that instead of trying to be like two things at once. That's always been my take on the Empire's games. It's great if you like them, but you have to have a pretty open mind. It's like, the gameplay's not as good, because there's all the sim stuff in the way, and it's like, if you want a sim, you have a lot of other options to do that kind of thing. Better options than the Musou game.
これは少しは歯ごたえがありそうだな。こんなざまじゃ私は。
さすがだな。なかなか楽しませてくれた。
楽しませてもらうとするか。相手に乗る。野郎ども、やっていけや。手合わせ願う。敵ながらやるな。これほど凄腕とはな。
手加減できなかった。怪我はないか。
やられたままでいられるかよ。根性見せろや。ここが正念場だ。挽回させてもらう。 ここまでだ。
ここまでか。
やられた分はやり返すぜ。
Alright, let's get a pile up over here. Classic Muso officer pile up. Get on over here, buds.
甘く
Hope
見
I
る
can
なと言
just
ったろ。
death blow.
もう一回チャレンジしてみる。
Bingo. And I can pop this and do it again. Yep, body. I think I hitbox. Oh no, got him. Just keep doing it.
恐れ入ったぜ。
千人斬りなんて目立ちすぎですね。てめえ覚えてやがれ。
なんてやつだ。ここまでやるなんて。
ヘマをやったもんだ。いい戦ぶりだ。
Yeah, this mode is really fun. This is some of the best endgame content they've done. I wish this was in a game where I liked the combat more than this, but definitely one of the best modes. There's like barely any gimmicks. It's mostly just kill shit.
Oh, お手柔らかに頼むよ。戦場に観覧席はない。分かっているな。
This is what I don't like about this game, is how much armor the officers have. It gets really repetitive. It's really hard to get a big punish in this game. A lot of times you just get stuck. Like this. They block a ton in this game.
勝ち
I get that they wanted to make them feel more like actual boss fights instead of just peons with more health,
ここ
but
で倒す
it can get really frustrating. Sometimes they just block forever. The new game, Age of Calamity, Hyrule Warriors, does a better job of having bosses like that, because there are still ways that you can
戦場
combo
の
them.
死神とは
But in this game, it's kind of just, they're just walls of Viper armor most of the time. There's no gauge for when they're going to get stunned either, so that whole strategic aspect is gone, like other games, like the Pirate Warriors games and stuff, where you can actually tell when they're going to get stunned, and you can plan accordingly. In this game, it just kind of happens at random. That's what feels pretty jank about this. But this mode is pretty awesome. I really like this mode. Definitely one of the best endgame modes they've done. Shame they haven't done anything else like this since then. Yeah, I don't give a shit about Berserk either. I have a real-life friend who's super into Berserk. He's like hardcore about it. And I always make fun of him because the creator of this franchise is like, he's like addicted to Idolmaster. You know, the game with the little anime lollies that sing. He's like addicted to that, and that's why this series is still going on. He doesn't have the pressure a lot of the other big manga authors have, where they have to like put out a chapter every week, and they have like no free time, or they have other people do it for them, and like ghost draw it and stuff. But I can't imagine how frustrating it is to actually be following this series, how long just like nothing happens. They were on a boat for like 8 years apparently. I know a little bit about this stuff because I have a real life friend who's really into Berserk.
ここでケリをつけておかねばならないようです
我らの餌にすん。どこの誰だか知らねえがぶっ殺してやる。 敵足りえんな。
精霊さんたち。
餌にもならんクズどもめ。食い物をよこせば命までは取らねえ。
あれちょっとやりすぎちゃいましたか。
すごい伝説になるような大活躍だよ。
進め。
Alright, come on. Let's all group up here.
作戦成功だね。
No, there's only one officer? What? I was expecting a big ass pile of loot. I'm not gonna pop the Muso then. Save it for the next floor. Might be able to Muso fill. Oh yeah, there's no need to pop Muso there.
風情が我らに立てつこうとは。
精霊さんたち。
Oh, later. Catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. I'm done after this anyway. You're not gonna miss much.
私が蹂躙してやろう。
Going Betty by after this. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys too. Holidays are kind of a rough time for me, so I'm glad I've got something else to focus on. See the kiddies in the afternoon, and then probably come back and play some games. This camera is great right now. I love this camera. A nice view of his crotch. The full frontal. Giant bosses in this game suck too. There's a lot of cool things about this game, but the officers in general are just like not fun to fight. And the giant bosses are worse. Especially since you can't burst them down because they have like 2 or 3 phases each. You just get stuff like this. They don't even fit on the camera either. They're not fun. Typical shitty hyper-armored boss in a combo-based game. I should still be able to kill him. I got him. Second Dragon's Quest is has HP sponge enemies that really suck the fun out of it. It's a decent game. I liked it enough to finish it, but has that classic HP sponge problem. Yeah, I think I got the ability to go back. At least I think so. I don't really remember how this works. I actually played this game like 3 years after it came out, so now I have to do all that shit again. Alright. I'm gonna call it a night. I did put up some videos for Dragon Quest Heroes 2. I think that was last year I played that game. The enemies are just like walls of hyper armor, and they have way too much health. And a lot of the movesets are super stiff too. Those were my big problems with that game. Other than that, it was quite fun. Kind of nice how it had like a quasi-open world. It wasn't like a full one, so no getting stuck in vast expanses of nothing. The open world was very small and to the point. You had a lot of fast travel points too. It was mostly just the HP sponge enemies, and how the only moveset I liked pretty much was the martial arts one. And I'm not even saying that because of bias. I'm saying it because the other movesets are really stiff. And the martial arts one, it had counter. Or if you dashed into an attack, you could actually stagger the enemies. So, kind of helped to get around every enemy having like 50 billion health. That game was actually making my hands tired. How much mashing I was doing, how much health everything had. I actually got some pretty bad cramps from playing that game. That game is the epitome of what everyone thinks a Musou game is. It's just mashing the square button. That's what you do a lot in that game. Also, the best gear is all tied to raids, and obviously no one's playing in the game anymore, so I had to use Cheat Engine to one-shot those bosses. Apparently, if you need to solo those bosses, you need like the most optimized meta builds possible. It's a fun game. I just wouldn't recommend it at full price. I don't know if it's on sale right now, is it? I liked it enough to finish it, but towards the end, it started to get really excessive. How much health the bosses had. If you play it on PC, you can give yourself like 50% extra damage or something, and it would probably feel more like pretty much any other game like that would. Where, you know, the bosses and stuff still put up a fight, but you're not mashing the buttons for like 20 minutes on each boss. That's what felt really excessive. I didn't play the first one. I know that the first one was not that really well received. It goes on sale very rarely on PC, and that would definitely be the best place to play it. The frame rate is more stable, and you can use Cheat Engine to get around just how everything is just a ball of 80 billion HP. You can go look up my videos if you want. I put up a couple videos for it. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Gonna down a snack, take my crazy person pills, and then the afternoon. I don't know when they're gonna call me, but they're gonna call me, and I have to go kitty sit with the kitties. That's gonna be my Thanksgiving. I don't even have enough cash to get myself a decent dinner or something, so I'm just gonna make something in the microwave, hang out with the kitties. I'll come back. I'll probably stream. Closers. I kind of wanted to start Darksiders 2 today, but got too sidetracked with closers. So yeah, happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you guys possibly in the morning. Other than that, it'll be after my kitty sitting shift, which will be a few hours. I don't have to be there all day. They'd like me to be there for probably at least an hour or two, so whenever I'm done with that is when I'll be back.